Hi babes, welcome back to another natural hair video. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, what's up babe? Welcome back. Today we'll be talking about how to detangle your hair without breakage. The first thing is preparation. You need to prepare. You don't just get up and start detangling your hair, okay? So this is how you're going to prepare. So you start on a freshly washed hair. The reason you're going to do this on a freshly washed hair is when you wash your hair, there is friction and there is frizz. So you have to detangle your hair after washing your hair. If you do this before you wash your hair, you are still going to have to detangle your hair again, which is going to cause more breakage. So if you detangle your hair after you wash your hair, you are going to minimize breakage. So make use of a conditioner to soften and moisturize your hair before you detangle your hair. Now when you use the conditioner, I'm going to recommend you apply heat. When you have low porosity hair, it means your cuticles are tightly packed, which prevents products or moisture to penetrate into the hair. Okay, so lack of a better word. So when you apply heat, it's going to help open the cuticles of your hair. And when that is done, your hair strands are able to absorb moisture properly. So that is going to help you when you are detangling your hair. You don't want to be detangling your hair when it's dry and brittle. You want to detangle your hair when it's soft and moisturized. Before we continue this video, why don't you subscribe to my channel? If you are into wig content, natural hair content, then this is definitely the place for you. Like this video so YouTube recommends it to people who need it, and leave a comment down below so I know this video has been helpful to you. Thank you so much. Now let's continue. Number 2, divide your hair into sections. You can do it in a section of 4 or a section of 6 depending on how much hair you have. So when you divide your hair into sections, you use hair clips or ties to take them out of the way. Then you can go in one by one to detangle your hair. When you go in sections by sections, they are easier and manageable to do and take out the knots easily rather than trying to detangle your full hair at once. And by doing that, you are going to reduce breakage and it saves time as well. And it is going to save you a whole lot of arm workout, so why not? Number 3, apply detangling products. So after you put your hair in sections, you are now going to apply detangling products, okay? So you can use a conditioner, a detangling spray, or natural oil. When you do that, it's going to add sleep and ease to the process of removing knots and tangles from your hair, which is our purpose, okay? So you need something that is going to give you that sleep in your hair. So you use a conditioner, you use a detangling spray, or you use natural oil. Number 4, we are going to finger detangle, okay? Don't go in after this stage with a comb, go in with your fingers. So you begin slowly and gently with your fingers by separating the knots with your fingers, okay? So you start from the ends and work your way to the roots, all right? So you start from here, you detangle your hair slowly from the ends of your hair, the tips, to the roots of your hair. Be patient and avoid forcing the knots apart, all right? Don't force the knots apart. Try to take the hair out of the knot, separate it, don't force it, okay? So when you do that, you prevent breakage, all right? We are trying to prevent breakage, so use this technique to detangle your hair. 5 is when you introduce your brush or your comb. That is if you use a brush or a comb. I don't, so I would rather take my time to finish detangling with my fingers, and that will be the end of my detangling process, okay? I only go in with combs or brush because I do that once in a while. I don't do it often. If I just take my time to use my fingers, and I'm okay with that. But if you like to use the comb or brush, then this is the time to use it after you have finger detangled. Right now, you're just using the wide tooth comb or brush to further detangle in sections. Okay? So you just go in slowly, just like you did with the fingers. You start from the tips and work your way to the roots. 6, be gentle. Please be gentle. Handle your hair with care and avoid pulling, okay? Avoid pulling apart knots, all right? Because this can cause damage to your hair shafts. So take your time. If today is wash day, let it be wash day. Don't try to fix other things when you're doing your wash days. That is when you start rushing things and end up breaking your hair. So you have to take your time and be gentle with your hair. So when today is wash day, let it be wash day. Stop trying to fix other things in between whilst you're washing your hair. Okay? Now you can either rinse with cold or warm water. With my hair, I have low porosity hair. I would advise you use warm water, okay? Because our hair cuticles are tightly packed. That is why we are not able to retain moisture, okay? So when you use warm water, the hair cuticles are open. Your hair is able to absorb moisture properly. So use warm water if you have low porosity hair to seal in the moisture. Number 8, moisturize and seal. Apply a leave-in conditioner or a moisturizer followed by a natural oil to seal in moisture and keep your hair hydrated. There's something I wanted to say that I forgot. Anytime you want to detangle your hair, always make sure you apply your detangling products at the tips of your hair first. Apply them at the ends first, okay, because they are the oldest part of your hair. So if you apply them at your ends first and you're running your hands through to apply the remaining of the products, you are not going to be breaking too much from here. Do you understand? So when you are constantly going in applying the products, you don't end up breaking too much hair from the tips of your hair. Number 9, protective styling. Consider putting your hair into protective styles to minimize the frequency of detangling sections. When your hair is in a protective style, you don't have to be detangling your hair. Okay, so let's say your hair is in a protective style for 3 weeks or 1 month. You don't have to detangle your hair all through that time. And when you take off your hair, that's the only time you have to detangle your hair. So you are minimizing the detangling sections, all right? Always put your hair into protective style to minimize the tangling process, which equals to breakage. Number 10, always dust your ends. Dust your ends to prevent tangling and breakage. When you see singing knot strands, make sure you cut them off, okay? So I'm not saying trim every month or every 2 months, all right? But when you detangle your hair, of course there is going to be breakage. So when you see that your ends are not looking too good and there are too many split ends, you can go in and dust it. But if you're good, then leave your hair alone, all right? That will be all for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye, babes.